So then I would move on to the other aspect of this, which is kind of the infrastructure of how we search for companies that can provide services and products. So I'd go to Ms. Swanson. How do we know for sure that your company isn't picking winners and losers in the marketplace? That you're not really fronting for companies that may advertise more, or just in general, how can we be assured that that's not happening? Because you're the infrastructure, you're like the road, and if you just decide that only certain cars and trucks get to go out first or get to drive faster and everybody else is left behind, that wouldn't be fair. So in this case, with the internet, how would you respond to that?
Thank you, Congressman, for the question. At Google Search, we design for everyone. The business model of search is dependent on being useful and being trustworthy for our users. So we have a natural long-term incentive to prevent that type of activity on our platforms. We build those platforms and those products in a really neutral way, and we work hard to make sure that we're continuing to improve search to surface the most reliable, most relevant answers for our search users in real time.
Well, who audits you to determine whether or not that's happening? Because you don't know what you don't see, right? So if I put in a search for widgets, but some company, it doesn't come up, how would I ever know that? So who would kind of look over your shoulder to make sure that that's being done properly?
We have a series of processes and safeguards in place that allow us to continue to test and then evolve and improve the way that search functions. Some of the ways we do that, for example, are running hundreds of thousands of experiments every year and asking independent search users to review the quality of those search improvements, always looking to understand, are we providing the most relevant, reliable answers to our search users. We take that feedback into account. We take it very seriously.
Yeah, I'm not always for too much regulation in the marketplace and things like that. I think we should make sure that in the future there's at least somebody who's overseeing this or looking at the results to make sure that if it's not happening, then we have to make some changes, because I think you would want to be the first ones to make changes so the government wouldn't move in and regulate in these areas. But it's pretty important, I think, for businesses and the consumers that be done on a fair basis. So thank you.